got the bald spot really good? Okay, that's good. It's important. I'm all for full disclosure. It is nice to see this thing in situ with all the furnishings. But you really have to be in front of it. Yeah, like any art, I suppose. I'm David Hightone. I'm an artist working in Seattle, Washington, where I've lived since 2009. My work has evolved to utilize a kind of a less direct methodology than simply like taking paint and putting it on a palette and putting it on a brush and then putting it on the canvas. I'm going to use paper, cut paper, build things up that way. I've been holding on to this piece for 2 years. The physicality of it, there's an immediacy of being able to place things, move them, and there's a lack of preciousness to it. I've allowed things to be a little bit more amorphic as far as what I'm taking out of this work. And that's nice.
So the hotel is an Embassy Suites. We consider it the flagship Embassy Suites in the entire chain. We're located here in Pioneer Square, which is a very historic area, and we wanted to be true and consistent to the nature of Pioneer Square. And we needed a bold piece of art that captured that feeling. We're designing the hotel for the 1920s and that era. I just think the geometry of David's work and the colors and the abstract nature of it was consistent with that period of time.
I'm really excited about it because it's a large piece. It'll be 6 feet by 18 feet. It's the largest piece I'll have made to date. I don't have 18 feet of wall space to work on, so I'm breaking it up into 3 sections. I will do most of the layout stuff here, and then I'll move on site, put all the 3 panels together in the place where it will hang and complete the work there. So I will be in there and I'll probably get to know the night security really well. So I'll be there some long nights, I'm sure. All the people who are working on the hotel come up and ask me questions about the process.
David was great. He showed up every day and wore his hard hat, and the construction workers would come in and would comment on it, and then he'd stop and he would talk to them. He was very open to it.
At the end, I felt really supported by everyone who works here, which is a really cool experience. When I knew that I had the opportunity to really tailor something to a space, and I had a really good idea of what the space was going to look like because of the schematics that were given to me. I knew everything from the finish on the floor, the color of the walls, and the furnishings. I could integrate colors and patterns from elsewhere in the hotel into the piece. Like, for instance, this kind of Prussian deep azurite blue that's used in the sofa, I integrated into certain forms, particularly this kind of grand colossus. These elements here, these gestural striping, forms. I was thinking about this pattern that's inlaid into the floor here. These crisscross argyle pattern. I was aware of the relationship with the tufted leather pattern in the Zephyr bar, and that would mirror it. The idea of this being of this place, specific to this place, is very important. And the ability to paint a piece in the light that it would be displayed in was kind of unique. I know exactly that these dark areas are not going to get lost, or I don't have to worry about these light areas being blown out. Boy, if I had that kind of control over everything, I would, well, I guess I'd have some sort of a superpower. Well, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that thing.
What a fine painting.
I tell you what, could it be any bigger? Basically, I wanted to have something that had a fair amount of energy that people could react to and give people a lot of different points of entry into the piece. You know, it's an abstract piece, but it's impossible not to say it nudges up against representation. So I reference things like water, like botanical or floral elements, to give people a way in.
As you're looking at the art on the left-hand side, to me it's a blue bear. That's just the image in my head, a dancing blue bear.
It's funny now, I can't not see it as a bear. You know, I've had conversations with people who have purchased my work and love it, and they tell me something that is like, I never would have thought of that. I wouldn't have made the connections that they make. And I think it just makes it for a more rich experience.
You know, just standing here right now, this is the first time I've ever noticed just that little brush of purple right up there.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, until right now, I'd never seen that. And there's always new things. That's what makes it so interesting. It will make you think, whether you like the art or don't care for the art, you're at least going to stop and look at it. And that's what we wanted. Didn't you put your social security number somewhere in there?
I did. All my personal information is in there. It's like, you just, if someone comes here, you just decode it. They could get to my vast fortune so easily. There's something about where the abstract kind of rubs up against reality. And I find that friction is really enticing and really interesting. And it's a bit of a tightrope, but it's fun to walk.